Hi, welcome to the December Patreon review request drawing. We have 21 submissions this month, and I am nonplussed at some of them, delighted at others, skeptical of some, but I love that you guys come up with such weird things. So let's get to it. I'm gonna sit back here. It's gonna take a lot of room on the screen, so let me read down the list of submissions, and then we'll randomly pick one of them, and that'll be the December review, although it will be published in January. But technically these were submitted in December, just so you know. First one, Bruce G would like me to review a restaurant. I can't review, I shouldn't say I can't review restaurants. I've never reviewed a restaurant. I would have no idea how that would work. I'm not a foodie, so it wouldn't be a very informed review, but it might happen. So Bruce G wants me to go to a place called Kettle Black here in Los Angeles, in Silver Lake. Colton W would like a review of Ace of Aces, not a board game, maybe a book game, you might call it. It's a World War I fighting simulator where you turn to different pages that show you the perspectives of your planes. It's two-player. You've got your book, he's got his book. I think I have a copy of it around here somewhere, I think, that was given to me as well. So Ace of Aces from Colton W. Hoarder H wants a review of the original Thief: The Dark Project. Getting very retro there, Hoarder. Chris M, The Wire, Season 1. Yeah, still haven't seen The Wire. I need to get on that, right? Chris M is helping me out there. Alex C recommends another TV show, Catastrophe, on BBC 4. And he says that the female hero of the show is better than Sarah Palin, something in that regard, which I think is crazy. How could a female heroine be better than Sarah Palin? I'm flummoxed. Mike P, this is some kind of weird book, like a Kindle animated book thing called Off to Be the Wizard. I looked it up on Amazon and it looked like it was for little kids, but I'm happy to write about it, Mike P. The first of our two Andrew S's this month. Last month, I think we had 3 of them, only 2 this month. He requested a review of Scythe, a board game, which I'm quite enjoying. Clay H would like me to write about something called 1979 Revolution. And he specifies an iOS version of it, but it is on the PC. This is a kind of adventure game about life in Iran during the revolution. Don't know. Looks intriguing. Sean K requests Gunpoint. I've heard of this. It's a 2D pixel art platformer, as near as I can tell. I know the name. I've seen it around before. I haven't tried it, but Sean K would like me to write that up. Shara L, Tales of Arabian Nights, a board game I've been playing. One of those things where you land on a space and you draw a card and you make a decision, and someone else at the table turns to page 47 and reads paragraph 3, and if you have a certain skill, they read this paragraph, and if you don't have the skill, they read that paragraph. One of those, it's like a choose your own adventure on a board that I've played before. It's for what it is, I quite like it. Sounds like a backhanded compliment, doesn't it, for what it is. Matthew C requests Duskers, a very odd, well, I guess it's a roguelike. I'm not sure about the use of that word these days. It's a top-down view of a spaceship, and you drive little drones around the spaceship trying to scavenge resources, and there are aliens on some of the spaceships. I've streamed it before. It's a bit challenging, I would say. It has a text-based interface. You have to do a lot of typing, which is also the case of my game of the year last year, Quadrilateral Cowboy. Lots of typing involved in that. Sam S pasted in a whole bunch of, it was like, I guess, promotional text for a game called Caves of Qud, Q-U-D. Some crazy roguelike, and the text that Sam posted in, I don't know if it does it justice, but it's crazy. It makes me want to play it, the things that he included in his request. Jarmo P requests Pasolini's Still Life. Now, I saw this and I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to go watch some 1960s Italian slow black and white thing. So I went on to IMDb, Piero Pasolini's page. I looked him up. I couldn't find it. So I figured maybe it's There's an Italian phrase for still life, and I still couldn't find it. And just Googling it, realized it's not Pier Pasolini, but a fellow named Umberto Pasolini, who directed The Full Monty, the thing about the dudes who get naked. Anyway, Still Life is a movie of his from a couple years back. I know nothing about it. I love that I know nothing about it. Jarmo P. requests that. The second Andrew S., this is, he would like, so he said, I know you're a fan of Manolia Dargis. She's a writer for the New York Times. You're not a fan of A.O. Scott, also a writer. They're both movie reviewers for the New York Times. How do you feel, he asked, about Wesley Morris? I know of Wesley Morris. I don't routinely read the stuff he writes. But Andrew S., the second Andrew S., would like me to, I guess, respond to or write about an essay Wesley Morris wrote called The Last Taboo. So I Googled this, and as near as I can tell, it is about black men's penises. I don't know what to make of it. I just read the first few lines. There's a big old image. Well, you can look it up yourself. Last Taboo. It's a Wesley Morris essay in the New York Times, available online. That is the request from Andrew S. I am fascinated by that. And whether it gets drawn or not, I do intend to read that essay. Alexi V. would like Disgaea for the PC, the original one. John J. says, treat yourself to something awesome. And he requests Rick and Morty Season 1. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that a cartoon? I don't know Rick and Morty. Here's my chance. Austin A. would like me to cover Dreamfall chapters. That is from the Kickstarter project that Ragnar Tornquist ran very successfully. So this is the follow-up to Longest Journey and Dreamfall, and now Dreamfall chapters. Now the thing is, Austin, I haven't played the first. I know of the first two, but I haven't played them, so I don't know how difficult it is to come in at the beginning with Dreamfall chapters. Being the only one I know. Maybe we'll find out. Sandu N. I've had some conversations with this gentleman about Star Citizen. I'm skeptical. He is on board. He has an account, and he says, I'd like you to write about Star Citizen, and you can even log in using my account. So, if that gets chosen, Sandu, I might take you up on that. David D. requests something called Snowball with an exclamation point. And Snowball, he describes it as a pixel toy. It looks kind of like a pinball machine thing. There's an iOS version, a Steam version. David basically said, I don't know how you'd write about it, but I'd be curious to hear what you think. David D. also last month requested a write-up of scuba diving, the activity. And he said he's giving me a break this month because it would be very cold, which it would. Frank V. requests a TV series. It's Japanese, called the Mondai no Aru Restaurant. I looked that up, and it is Japanese for, apparently, the restaurant with many problems. And it is a TV show. So that's Frank V's request. And finally, our 21st choice, Jeff W., a band called Neutral Milk Hotel. I looked it up on YouTube, and I don't know them. Specifically, an album called In the Aeroplane Over the Sea. I have no idea. Jeff W., that is an intriguing choice. So that's number 21. So here we have 21 choices. Let's now go to randomresult.com using my iPad and see if I can get this to work. I'm going to have it choose one number between 1 and 21. Here we go. Nope. There we go. 21. All right. Can you guys see this? Let me make sure if I can get this right. All right, there, right? You can see it. I'm gonna hit this button. Here we go. Did I hit it? No, shoot a monkey. Oh, I did. There, you see it? You guys see the number? You're the first to know. It is a 5, which means the winner is Alex Chapman's request for a BBC 4 TV series called Catastrophe. And he is convinced that the heroine in this show is superior to Sarah Palin. That's crazy. That's crazy. That can't be possible. So that review will be out eventually. I'll check that out. Alex, thank you for the request and write that up. And we'll see what happens. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. If you'd like to participate in this drawing in the future, all you have to do is be a supporter for $10 or more, and somewhere around the middle to the end of the month, skewing back towards the middle going forward, I hope, I'll send you an email saying, tell me anything you'd like me to review, to write about, and I'll throw it into the hopper and do one of these drawing videos. So expect another one of these in a couple of weeks or so, and in the meantime, stand by for a write-up of Catastrophe, a TV series on BBC.